Noah Syndergaard back in the National League East. So after signing with the Angels in the offseason, after all offseason he was saying he wanted to stay with the New York Mets, he goes to the Angels. And now it comes full circle here. Noah Syndergaard traded to the Philadelphia Phillies in a deal. So obviously Syndergaard a free agent after the season. But hey, the Phillies, they needed a third or fourth starter. And now to go with Aaron Nola, Zach Wheeler, Syndergaard, Kyle Gibson, and Suarez, that's a pretty good starting five in my opinion here. So they trade Michael Moniak, who we know has been an outfield prospect, but he's been in the major leagues this season here for the Philadelphia Phillies. And Jadil Sanchez will go to Anaheim. So a 2-for-1 deal. And on the season here for Syndergaard, 80 innings, 5-8 record, 64 strikeouts, 3.83 ERA, a 1.25 whip, and 5 quality starts. To be the third or fourth starter, I think it's a good landing spot for him. Obviously, he's very familiar with the NL East, spending the majority of his career, even though I know he started in the Toronto Blue Jays minor system, but with the New York Mets in the NL East, and now he's going to be pitching to try to get in the wild card spot here to help the Philadelphia Phillies. And like I mentioned, there's probably going to be some pressure on him. In Los Angeles, he looked pretty good after pretty much missing 2 seasons. It's Syndergaard coming off of Tommy John. And now he's going to pitch meaningful games. I know in Los Angeles, not a lot of pressure. It was a bad season for them, even though they got off to a hot start in the first month of the season. And I'm going to be curious to see the reaction from Met fans and Philly fans when Syndergaard does take the mound versus the Mets here. I think they have a couple more series coming up towards the end of the season. But in terms of fantasy baseball, I think Syndergaard does get a boost. He's on a better team. Phillies, we know, can hit the baseball. Pitching's been that problem. But here today at the trade deadline, they've definitely solidified their pitching, getting Robertson in a deal to probably be their closer, and then getting Syndergaard and adding defense up the middle for center field and Brandon Marshall. Noah Syndergaard going from the Angels to the Phillies, and I like the move here for Philadelphia, and I like his fantasy output for the rest of the season as Syndergaard, especially going to the NL East, a division he's definitely familiar with for the remainder of the season.